Hey, Genesis, I need a favor. Promise you won't say no? Seriously, I'm begging you here. A favor? Yes. There's this bag I need right now. Just bringing it along would totally make me the center of attention at any mom gathering. Honestly, my current bag just doesn't cut it. In that group, people judge you based on what you bring. I see. The timing sucks, though. My card's maxed out and I'm low on cash, but my bonus is coming next month, so I can pay you back. So, could you spot me like $1,000? 2,000 tops. Wait, you're hitting me with that kind of number out of nowhere? What's going on? What happened? I already told you. I want the bag. I have to get it. I'm not going to let those women look down on me. And you and your husband run that cute little cafe, right? I heard it's super popular. Sounds like business is good, so this should be nothing for you, right? Yeah, we're busy, but that doesn't mean I go around lending people money. Why me? Because I've got no one else to ask, and you're the one least likely to say no. I mean, you grew up in foster care, right? People say that makes you super empathetic. Wow, that has nothing to do with this, and don't make assumptions about my life. No, I didn't mean it in a bad way. I actually admire that about you. But come on, people like you believe in helping others, right? That's what this is, mutual support. If I show up with a designer bag and finally earn some respect from the moms, it'll boost their family's image too. You're seriously just doing this to show off. Do you even need that bag? I do. I'm doing everything I can over here. Last time, I got totally ignored at the meeting. 100% because my bag was too plain. Come on. What's the big deal? Fine. I'll post about your cafe on social media if you lend me the money. I've got a decent follower count, okay? If I tag your cafe and hype it up, that's free promo, right? Let's call it give and take. That's not really how we do things. Putting a price tag on helping someone just feels wrong. That's not how we operate. Wow, seriously? You're no help at all. Whatever, I'll just find someone else. Looks like you're the kind of person who says no. Got it. Genesis, what the heck is this about? You screw people over and don't even say a word? Ever heard of basic decency? I've been meaning to ask, why are you so hard to reach lately? You take forever to reply. Don't tell me you're juggling side gigs and totally overestimating what you can handle. You don't even have a sense of responsibility, yet you try to do it all? Hey there. It's been a while. No, I'm not working multiple jobs, and we're doing just fine financially. Is something wrong? What's going on all of a sudden? Wow! So you're just going to play dumb? Unbelievable! This is exactly why people say upbringing matters. This is what low class looks like. Always dodging things, never sincere. What a waste of time dealing with someone like you. Wait, did you just call me low class? That's clearly meant to put me down. Don't you think that's crossing a line? Did I do something to offend you? I know all about where you come from. You grew up in the system, right? Don't act like that excuses everything. People learn manners at home, but you didn't have that, so no wonder. And honestly, I figured someone like you becoming a mom would be a disaster, and surprise, it is. Dumping your kid on others so you can go work? Please, thinking you're doing your best is the worst excuse of all. If you knew from the start you couldn't handle it, then you never should have had a kid. You don't take responsibility, you don't put in the effort, and you barely show any affection. That poor child. Hey, sorry, but I'm honestly confused. I really don't understand what you're mad about. I feel like we're totally talking past each other. Maybe there's some kind of misunderstanding here. And for the record, saying I dumped my kid on someone is really unfair. She's literally at home right now, living a normal life. Come on! It's that but and maybe attitude that drives me nuts. Every time you talk, it's just excuses. You don't own up to anything or show the slightest bit of remorse. You seriously don't get how much that attitude grates on people, do you? Kids from the system are always missing something. You don't understand basic social cues, and you never think you're in the wrong. No kid raised by someone like that is ever going to turn out okay. I mean, sure, I didn't expect much from you, but this is worse than I imagined. Hey, what the hell are you thinking? You seriously need to stop relying on other people all the time. And now you're ignoring my messages too? Who do you think you are? Get over here and pick up your kid, now. You sound pretty worked up right now, so maybe it'd be better if we talked once you've calmed down a bit. When emotions run high, things can easily get misunderstood. I wasn't ignoring you. I just thought it'd be healthier for both of us to talk once things settled down. Also, I'm really sorry, but I still don't understand what you're so upset about. Could you maybe explain the situation a little more clearly? Are you seriously playing dumb right now? You think that's going to work? You knew everything from the start, and now you're pretending like you didn't? That's messed up. Excuse me? You seriously didn't think dumping your kid at your in-laws would magically fix everything, did you? Try being the one getting taken advantage of for once. Mom and Dad are getting old. They're exhausted all the time, and their marriage is basically ice cold. Even if you do need help, there's a limit to how much you can ask. That kind of tense environment is no place for a kid to be raised. And guess who ends up carrying the burden? Oh, right, me. You always act like handing your kid off to someone solves the problem, but I'm the one stuck dealing with it every time. Over and over again, I'm the one who has to step in. I'm so over it. Leaving your kid with us for the entire summer break? Are you out of your mind? This isn't a daycare. You need to get it together. I'm not a babysitter. My daughter's literally sleeping next to me right now. Wait, what? Then who is this kid? I did think we weren't on the same page this whole time. I'm guessing that's someone else's kid. Unbelievable! You were still lying at this point? No, really. My daughter's at home. That's the truth. This is ridiculous. I was told it was your kid, so I took her in. God, people like you, so full of excuses. I'm so done. Hi, Noah. Sorry it's been a while. I was hoping we could talk about something. Is now a good time?
Oh, Genesis. What's going on? It's kind of late. Did something happen? You sound pretty serious.
Earlier, I got a message from your daughter saying she's taking care of my child. Honestly, I was totally caught off guard. She said you brought a child to the house and dropped her off. I didn't want to believe it, but is that true?
Ah, that. My wife's been having trouble with her legs, so we thought we'd help out just for a little bit. At the time, it seemed like no big deal. Just a few hours, so I said sure without thinking too hard. Didn't expect it to blow up like this.
But Noah, I think there's been a huge misunderstanding, because the child you're talking about isn't even mine.
Wait, hold on. What did you just say?
My daughter's at home, just going about her normal routine. I've been with her all day, and there was never any reason to leave her with anyone.
Oh, I see. Wow, this is not good. I guess my memory's been slipping lately. Must be my age. I can't believe I mixed up my own grandchild. That's just embarrassing.
Hold on. Did you really just say you got them confused? But you only have one grandkid in the family. I don't see how that kind of mistake could even happen. We visited during the holidays, spent time together more than once. You know her face, her personality, even her voice. And honestly, you still seem pretty sharp to me. I've never once thought you had memory issues, which is why I really don't think this is just some innocent mix-up.
Yeah, well, thing is, it's kind of hard to explain.
To be honest, I'm a little confused myself, but if I don't say anything, Samantha's going to keep blaming me. So if there's something you're hiding, please just tell me the truth. And I'll be blunt. If you keep dodging this, I'm going to have to talk to your wife about it.
Okay, please, don't tell my wife. The truth is...
Hey, what the hell is wrong with you? Hey, Samantha. Don't hey me. You dropped your kid off at our place again. What do you think you're doing? I've got enough going on in my own life, and you treat my house like it's some kind of free daycare? I am done being used like this, seriously. I've hit my limit. So guess what? I just dropped the kid off in your front yard. Didn't even bother ringing the bell. Figured it was the only way to get my point across. Honestly, you should be thanking me. Wait, what? It's over 95 degrees outside right now. Leaving a child out in this heat is beyond reckless. No normal person would think that's okay. Excuse me? Of course it's okay. The real problem here is the mother who keeps dumping her kid on other people. You used this, so now you get to deal with the fallout. You brought this on yourself. Learn your lesson. Like I keep saying, that little one isn't my kid. I'm being blamed and shamed over something I didn't do, and it's completely unfair. Oh, shut up! I've got proof. The clothes, the hairstyle, the way she talks, it's all the same. Who else could it be? You're just trying to dodge responsibility, and it's pathetic. Look, can you please take a second and calm down? When we stop and think clearly, we can usually see what was just a misunderstanding or assumption. Yelling isn't going to fix anything. I get why you're upset, but taking it out on a child is not okay. No matter how frustrated you are, as adults, we have a responsibility to keep kids safe first. Oh, wow! When did you get so preachy? You really think you're in any position to lecture me now? Seriously, spare me. Nothing's more irritating than someone talking down to me. That's not what I'm trying to do here. You grew up in a group home. You didn't even get love from your own parents. And now you think you can talk about parenting or morals? That's hilarious. Who do you think you are? Do you even know your place? Honestly, I never liked you from the beginning. It's not even about blood ties. I just always thought your background showed all over your face. Having to call someone like you family? That's been my burden. And let's be real. You weren't even raised right. So how are you going to teach a kid anything? You can't pass on something you don't have. And it shows. You should have never had a kid in the first place. All you've done is make trouble for everyone around you. You should have known better than to go down that path. How dare you say that? So just because I grew up in foster care, I'm supposed to let you say whatever you want and just take it? You think tearing someone down makes you look superior? It's honestly pathetic. There's no excuse, none, for trampling on someone with such hateful, prejudiced words. Anyone with common sense can see which one of us is acting out of line here. It's been painfully clear from your behavior that you never liked me, but I never expected you to show this level of open hostility. You won't listen. You just lash out and dump your anger on me. That's not what a rational person does. Ignoring everyone else's perspective and assuming you're always right? That's not how mature adults act. All I've done is try to talk and clear up the misunderstanding. But if you're really this unwilling to listen, I've reached my limit. I won't just sit back anymore. What could someone like you possibly do anyway? Seriously? You just don't give up, do you? Do you not get how mad I am right now? This is beyond inappropriate. You're trying to dump that kid on us again.
And once again, for the 100th time, I'm telling you, she is not my child.
You seriously need to get over yourself. Having someone like you talk back to me is just disgusting. A mouthy attitude from someone so beneath me? Give me a break. That kid is 100% yours. The way she talks, acts, everything about her screams you. You denying it this hard actually makes it look more suspicious. The uniform she wore? That was a dead giveaway. It was the one from the cheapest daycare in the area. Totally gave off we didn't have any other option vibes. And don't even get me started on her manners. She was running all over the place, tried to climb on the table, and got all pouty when I told her to stop. Unbelievable doesn't even cover it. And it's not even the first time she's broken something in our house. Thanks to your lousy parenting, we're the ones dealing with the damage. But I guess it makes sense. Growing up in a group home, it's not like you ever learned proper parenting anyway.
That's really unfair. My daughter is incredibly well-behaved. She's a little shy, sure, but she always greets people politely and she never treats things roughly at home.
Whatever. Just so you know, my daughter, her teacher and all the other moms think she's the politest kid in the entire school. Crazy how different kids can be just based on their environment.
Wait, did you say your daughter goes to a private school?
Of course! My daughter goes to a private preschool with a strong educational philosophy. It's super competitive to get in. Only well-off families even have a shot.
Right. I actually told you about ours when we visited, didn't I? My daughter goes to a private school too. Well, that explains it. No wonder none of this has made any sense. Wait, did you seriously judge everything just based on what the kid was wearing?
It's obvious. I mean, someone like you? No way you could afford anything but the cheapest option. So when you said private school, I didn't buy it for a second. A claim like that? Totally made up. No matter how hard you try to play it up, it's obvious you're faking it. It's honestly kind of pathetic. Come on. Someone raised in a group home like you probably struggled just to get by. I can't imagine you living comfortably, let alone affording anything private.
Well, actually, my husband and I run a little cafe together. It's gotten some buzz on social media, and now we're pretty much fully booked every day. We're packed during business hours, and even some influencers have started coming by. So yeah, we've been really fortunate, and we love what we do.
Wait, what? That doesn't match the picture you've been trying to sell.
I know, but we couldn't just turn customers away, you know. The place is called Line, and we've got a decent social media following. You can check for yourself.
Wait, it's real? That's you in the pictures.
Well, yeah, it's our cafe. Of course I'd be in the photos. We don't post any pictures of our daughter, though.
But still, that just proves you're so busy you have to dump her on us.
Understanding how busy the vacation season can be, we've added some part-time staff to assist us this summer. And one of us always stays home with our daughter during the holidays. The cafe matters, sure, but we agreed early on that we'd never let our daughter feel neglected. That's our family policy.
Yeah, but there have to be times when it's just too much, right?
Sure, when we absolutely need help, we'll ask family. But even though she's well-behaved, she's also shy, so she never runs around other people's homes. And if she breaks something, she always tells us herself.
There's no way someone like you could have raised a kid like that.
Doesn't matter if someone grew up in foster care. Plenty of people turn out great. What's wrong is judging and discriminating against others because of your own bias. And I hate to say it, but I actually make more money than you.
Then whose kid is this? That brat acts just like you. Rude, selfish, and completely inconsiderate of others. There's no way that child belongs to anyone but you. You won't believe this, but the kid is actually the grandchild of your dad's affair partner. Hold up! Dad's cheating partner's got a grandkid? It seems your father had an affair a long time ago. He ended up having a child from it, and he's been secretly sending child support all these years. That child, the hidden one, got pregnant, and the baby she had is the one that's now staying at your house. Wait, so what does that make this kid? A secret grandkid? You don't hear secret grandkid too often, but yeah, that's basically it. This is insane! That can't be real! I just stated the facts. I already confirmed everything with your father. He was asked to keep an eye on the kid while her mom was out for a bit during her class. But eventually, he realized he couldn't keep hiding it anymore, so he handed the child off to you. That's what actually happened. Apparently, he also forgot that my daughter goes to a private school, so when he saw the daycare uniform, he assumed it was mine. Can't even tell his own grandkids apart. That's pretty shocking too, you know. This can't be real. Look, I get it. I really do feel for you. Getting stuck with a kid like that must have been incredibly stressful, especially since you've never raised a child yourself. But still, there are lines you don't cross. And what you did, that was absolutely unacceptable. I don't need your approval. I'm the one who got dragged into this mess, so don't act like I'm the villain here. Hey, can you stop with the harassment? I'm seriously getting pissed off. Excuse me? You! What the hell are you trying to pull by feeding my husband all this crap? I didn't feed him anything. I just talked to him because you were being really harsh with the child. And let's not forget, you left her alone in my yard under the blazing sun. That could have easily been reported. So yes, I brought it up to him. I only snapped because I thought she was your kid. Even if she were my child, that doesn't give you the right to treat her like that. Oh, shut up! And for the record, I only left her in your yard because I knew you were home. There was shade, so it's not like she was in real danger. You were the one making a big scene. Don't you feel ridiculous? And if she wasn't your kid, why didn't you just say that right away? This whole thing's your fault for not clearing it up. I did say from the beginning that my daughter was at home. I never heard that. And if that kid is my dad's secret grandchild or whatever, then what does it have to do with you? You're not even involved, so stay out of it. If you hadn't come at me so aggressively, I wouldn't have gotten this involved in the first place. But I know all too well what it's like for a child to suffer because of the adults around them. Did you forget that I grew up in the system? And you didn't just hurt that child, you hurt her parents too. What? How's that my fault? If her parents hadn't dumped the kid off in the first place, none of this would have happened. When we explained what had happened, her mom broke down crying and apologized to her. She was really worried. All she did was leave her daughter with her own father for a short time. I understand that you felt dumped on, and I get why you were angry, but that still doesn't make it okay to hurt a child. What you did was completely out of line, and you need to take responsibility for that. Don't screw with me! And why the hell did you have to drag my husband into this? Because you wouldn't listen to anything I said. So yes, I told your husband everything. And I hope he gives you the wake-up call you clearly need. Anyone with a shred of common sense would see how out of control and dangerous your behavior has been. If he gives up on me, I'll end up divorced. I'm a victim too. This is all my dad's fault. I didn't know anything either.
Genesis, what the hell do you think you've done to our family? What you did is inhuman.
Excuse me?
Do you even realize what you've caused? You've practically destroyed our entire family. Aren't you ashamed of blowing this whole thing up?
Ah, I see. Just like father, just like daughter. Your daughter did the same thing, blaming everyone else just like you are now. You're both real pros at dodging accountability. But let's take a step back. You had an affair and even had a child outside the marriage. Clearly, that is the root of everything that went wrong. So ask yourself, who's really to blame here?
I told you to leave it alone. All you had to do was stay quiet. Why go out of your way to stir things up? Who do you think you are? Do you have any idea how many people you hurt by making such a scene? We had a stable home, and your one comment tore it apart. Did it never cross your mind that your words might hurt someone? You parade around calling out other people's mistakes like you're some kind of moral authority. Don't you even feel a shred of guilt? Any decent adult would have kept quiet, let things go, and avoided causing drama. Why can't you do something so basic?
I'm not ashamed of what I did, because I wasn't trying to destroy anyone. I simply told the truth. And you say you're suffering? But that suffering is the result of your own choices and actions. It's called facing the consequences.
Don't give me that. You're the reason my life fell apart. If you had just kept your mouth shut, my wife never would have found out about the affair. Everything was fine until you got involved. I never caused any waves in my marriage. We lived in peace. But thanks to you, it's all ruined. My wife's devastated, I'm being blamed, and now the whole atmosphere in our home has changed. I want my peaceful life back. Are you even willing to take responsibility for that?
The one who should be held accountable is you, for lying and sneaking around behind everyone's back. The one who was suffering all this time wasn't you. It was your wife. Did you ever once try to understand how hard this has been for her? You talk about peace like it was real, but that kind of peace only exists for the one doing the lying.
What did you just say?
Even your daughter said your marriage was completely cold and distant. It's honestly terrifying how unaware you are. And just so you know, even if I hadn't said anything, your wife already knew everything.
What?
When I told her about your affair and your child, she just looked at me and said, I've known. I've known for a long time. I was shocked too.
That's impossible. If she knew about the affair, she would have demanded a divorce on the spot. She never said anything like that.
She didn't say it because she couldn't, even though she knew she had 2 kids to raise and didn't have enough evidence at the time. She had no choice but to stay silent and endure it. But now, with everything that's come out, the affair, the secret child, and the grandchild, honestly, most people would be out for revenge at that point.
That's not true. She stayed with me because she loved me. This is all happening because you manipulated her.
Wow, your daughter had some strong delusions, but now I see where she got it from. Still, no matter what you say, facts are facts. We even found the bank records showing you've been secretly sending child support, and we've already spoken with the woman and her child. Your wife gave all of that to the lawyer she's been consulting for years. It's only a matter of time before you're served with a claim for damages.
She was always at home. She never had time to meet with anyone or gather evidence.
Actually, Samantha gave all the proof to your wife.
What?
Yeah, she was furious too. What she did wasn't okay, but in terms of having that kid dumped on her, she really was a victim.
No way. I didn't raise my daughter to turn on her own father like that.
You didn't raise her at all, remember? You left everything at home to your wife while you fooled around and made a whole other kid. And you thought you could just keep it hidden? That's incredibly naive.
Shut your mouth. You're a curse who destroyed our family.
You're the curse in this family. I don't know how you felt about that child you kept hidden all these years, but from the child's perspective, the pain of growing up without a father never goes away. Whatever happiness you think you had, it was built on your wife's heartbreak and a child's loneliness.
You don't even have a family of your own. Don't lecture me about mine. Show some respect for your elders.
There's nothing worth respecting. Not a single thing. Your wife waited. She believed you'd eventually come clean, but instead of telling the truth, you hid the existence of your grandchild. You've been lying for years, and that's not something to take lightly. And now your own son is done with you too. From now on, you're on your own.
Why would my own children cut me off? I'm still their father. That hasn't changed.
Exactly. You're their father. That's why they were disgusted and heartbroken. That's how much damage you caused.
I can't lose that connection. If they cut me off, I won't get to see my grandchild.
Excuse me?
I finally have a grandchild, and now I'm not even allowed to see them? That's not fair.
Why on earth would I ever let someone like you near my daughter? You've hurt so many people, so get ready to face the consequences. I stand with your wife. Goodbye and good luck. You'll need it. Hi again, Samantha. It's been a while. I hope you've been doing well. What? Spare me. I don't need your fake concern. I heard the settlement finally went through. Your mom let me know. So what? They said I laid hands on the kid or whatever. That girl's parent, well, technically my sister-in-law, was such a hassle I just threw money at it to shut her up. Did you really not learn anything from all of this? Learned something? What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, sure. I took it out on you because I was frustrated about being stuck with that kid, but I'm still a victim in all this. And now my parents got divorced, and I'm the one stuck taking care of mom. Now I have to deal with elder care too. This whole thing's been one giant slap in the face. Why do I have to be the one going through all this? I barely have time for myself anymore, and I'm the one who had that kid dumped on me. I am the victim. I get it. I really do. Being forced to take care of a child you didn't expect can be overwhelming. Anyone would feel frustrated and confused in that situation, and I'm not denying that. But still, taking that frustration out on the child wasn't right. She got caught up in something she didn't understand, and instead of comfort, she was yelled at and left outside. Please try to imagine how she must have felt. Saying I'm a victim too doesn't make it okay to justify hurting someone even more vulnerable. No matter the reason, it's never acceptable for an adult to harm a child, emotionally or otherwise. But I know you're a strong person. You always act tough, right? That's why I truly believe you'll be able to handle the caregiving too. You mentioned that you've got everything at home sorted out. I think with a little organization, you'll find a way to manage everything. You're the responsible eldest daughter, and I believe you'll step up and handle it with strength and grace. What the hell are you talking about? There's no way I can handle all that. Be realistic. You think I can do everything by myself? That's insane. Mom's been limping constantly. She can barely sit for long without pain. Her back's shot, and she needs help with everything. And with everything that's happened with Dad, the whole family is in chaos. Even just talking to the lawyer is emotionally draining. I'm falling apart, mentally and physically. Oh, I know. You've got free time, don't you? You're Mom's daughter-in-law, so get over here and help out a little. We're family. We're supposed to support each other. Don't tell me you're seriously going to refuse just because it's inconvenient for you. That kind of cold attitude is unbelievable. I'm going to have to say no. Don't just assume you can take my time and energy because it works for you. I have my own life to manage. Why not? We're family. Helping each other is what we do. Then let me ask you, how much compassion have you ever shown to your family? You dump your problems on others, yell and blame them, and only talk about helping each other when it benefits you. Is that really what family is supposed to be? So that's it? I really have to do this all on my own? No one's going to help me? This isn't fair. Why is it always me? Why does everything fall on me? Somebody help me, please. Don't leave me alone to deal with all of this. Are you even listening to me? Hey, answer me. Some months have passed since then. I've started to hear bits and pieces about what happened to both my father-in-law and my sister-in-law. It's not like I went looking for it, but eventually, people are forced to face the consequences of their actions. Let's start with my father-in-law. He never once admitted to his mistakes. The affair, the secret child, he tried to bury years of deception like they never happened. But my mother-in-law had just stayed silent all that time. She had all the proof she needed, and she went through with a claim for damages. In the end, my father-in-law lost both his home and the trust of everyone around him. Even his own relatives called him a disgrace and completely cut ties with him. And still, I heard he insisted he was the real victim. At that point, I could only shake my head. Now he lives in a cheap apartment in the city, buried in debt and all alone. Considering how many people he hurt, that seems like a fitting consequence. And then there's Samantha, the same person who looked down on me, raised her voice and threw cruel words my way. She's changed quite a bit from what I've heard. Her marriage never recovered after everything that happened, and now I'm told they barely speak at home. At first, she tried to put on a brave face about caregiving, saying, "I'll just have to deal with it." But once she had to shoulder it all on her own, she realized it was far harder than she expected. She still keeps up appearances in public, but at home, all she does is sigh. As for me, I continue to spend peaceful, quiet days with my husband and daughter. The cafe is still busy, and we've been lucky to gain more and more regulars. Life feels fulfilling. I chat with my mother-in-law every now and then, and when she said my words really touched her, it was the greatest comfort I could have asked for.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.